Sagittarius, only see the High Priestess. Press like, subscribe, notification. With the notification, you can get my lives. If not, you have to wait 12 hours. Oh, all right. So on the bottom, it said diary. And we have a cousin. Your cousin could be a Libra. Okay, because the first card that Libra got was cousin. So Sagittarius, your cousin, identical. That's your twin. Okay, you and your cousin look identical. You guys look alike. All right. And then there's hate, revenge, lower vibrations. Also, I feel like if your cousin is a Libra, you should probably watch that. And I feel like you could be the cousin that they're not telling what is going on, or vice versa. You're not telling them because you know if you were to tell your Libra cousin what happened to you, they will go and do something you wouldn't want them to do, or vice versa. Okay. You'll have to watch the Libra reading. Okay. The Two of Wands, that's the Three of Stones. You guys work together. The Eight of Bows, or yeah, that's part of your family. Okay, Sagittarius, you will come to your family's defense, and you do not care. That is family, and I will defend my family. I will defend my twin. That's my twin. Yeah, well, damn. I don't know. I should have never done readings on Easter. It's all like coming out like some grand fucking some shit off the TV type of shit. All right. Okay, so I'll get the World card reversed and the Nine of Pentacles reversed. They're closed off about telling you the truth, or you're closed off on telling your family the truth. If you were to tell your family the truth about what actually happened, like I said in the Libra reading, they will come after whoever this person is. I feel like you're protecting your abuser, or if this is not you, the Libra is protecting their abuser. If that's your cousin, she's not, or he's not telling you what actually happened, because you might be the cousin that will go and get in the car and get the whole family together, and you're going to be knocking on doors. We finna find this person. We are on the fucking lookout. And when we strike the snakes, there will be nothing left. There will be nothing left. So yeah, I feel like Libra might be doing the right thing by not telling Sagittarius anything, because Sagittarius is not talk. Sagittarius is all action. You don't want that horse coming through and stomping someone down to the ground. You feel me? You ever felt the hit of a horse on your face? That's exactly what Sagittarius is going to do if they were to spot, if they were to hear. If that little bird tells that Sagittarius what happened to Libra, or vice versa. Yeah, I get in my feelings about my family, man. I don't fuck around about my family. That's literally what I'm hearing. I don't fuck around about my family. What did they do? Oh yeah, where are they at? Like, I feel like Sagittarius will go on the actual, like, he's a hunter. She's a hunter. Half man, half whatever, antelope or whatever. Goodness, whatever it is, you're half horse. Okay? Horses are good luck. That horse has a bow and an arrow. Error. An arrow. Okay, not error. A bow and an arrow. That's what I'm going to put. But I feel like that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean right here, is that person knows what Sagittarius is capable of doing. And there's already been enough blood or enough whatever. They're just happy they're out. They're not saying what happened, but because it is Easter, so the family is getting together. People are getting together, and people get to share information. And I feel like someone doesn't want to cause hate. Like, there's already enough bad blood. We don't need any more. You know? There's a Capricorn involved in this and an anti. Beyonce. That's the Beyonce of the family. You're the Beyonce of the family. You do know that Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. Beyonce is a Virgo. I mean, I feel like it's that kind of situation. Like they say how Beyonce is, like I've heard she's very overprotective of of her man and vice versa. Vice versa, they're very overprotective on each other, and anyone that comes between what they got going on, who isn't like that in the relationships? You know what I'm saying? Speaking on which, allegedly, I'm just gonna put allegedly, but when Solange found out some shit, right? And they were in the elevator. Beyonce did nothing when Jay Z was getting attacked by Solange. Okay. And, she had her reasons why she did all that. So I feel like we're in a situation of Sagittarius in the elevator. All right. or Virgo in the elevator or Libra in the elevator or something like that. It's something as a situation like that, it can make you dislike the person that they're with because of the truth. You know what I mean? Yet they're family. You know what I'm saying? Goodness. You guys are all in cahoots. There's the Five of Swords right there. So Five of Swords. Eight of Coins. And the Six of Swords. Then they get in the car and they act like nothing happened when they're stuck in the elevator. You know what I'm saying? When people got out, no one had any fucking clue about what had happened in that elevator. They got out that elevator like if nothing ever happened, said hello to everyone, kept it pushing. And then later on, people went and reviewed that video and then they got to say that shit ain't always peachy. That's why I constantly tell people do not be wishing what other people have. You don't know what people do or how they got there or what they go through. You don't know if they're wishing that they could be in your circumstance because it's so fucked up on the other side. I heard this on TikTok. I don't know if I repeated it on one of the other readings, but this man has said, you got to be careful wanting what another man has. If you see a man in a Ferrari with a cute blonde and you're sitting back talking about, I can't wait till I make it in life so I could be that man. But that man did a lot of crooked shit to get that Ferrari. And he's worried that the cops or the feds might find out and he gonna lose it all. That cute blonde that's right next to him is a prostitute because he can't seem to keep himself with a good woman because he does so many crooked shit. Outside looking in, you think they living a good life. You don't know. I don't know. We all don't know what people go through behind closed doors. Who would have thought that Beyonce was just like all other women like us? We give it comes to show Halle Berry, all these famous people. It comes to show it does not matter. And it does not matter how ugly, how fat, or how whatever, because people think if you get some type of man that it can't happen to you. Sis, bruh, we got to make sure we're not laughing at other people's unfortunate events because you never know when it's going to be you in the elevator playing one of those roles. Whether you're the camera, whether you're Beyonce, whether you're Solange or you're Jay-Z, it does not matter. Either what gender you are, because shoot, men get cheated on too. There is good men out here that's had to deal with some bullshit. Men get abused just as much as women. I'm just saying that, like, whatever the hell is going on here is very secretive, and it's between the family, and someone wants to keep it within the family until they're ready to come out with it. And I feel like someone waited for a minute because, to explain these kind of things, it's going to take a lot of PR. Oh, because public relations is not just on famous people, it's also people in the community. When things happen and it's just like you have to clean up the mess, If you're involved in like the city, or you're a public a figure in your community or something like that, these kind of scandals can affect your business. And if they're going to part ways when both of them are ready to do it in a healthy manner. And though you believe me or not, like, who gives a fuck what people think, right? Some people do. And it can be very devastating to them. Some people don't like to be embarrassed. Some people don't want to look like they're the bad guy. Some people don't want their faults being publicized in front of everyone. Some people choose to be private for a reason. But nothing in life is really private if God really is all existing. If energy is even energy, or whatever dialect you want me to speak it on, we are being watched by something always. We're not really private all the time. Whether we like to believe it, put a fucking thing in our head that we're getting privacy, that's bullshit. When you're sitting outside in that tree trunk, there's fucking ducks and there's other shit. You're not alone. There's other little living beings around you. We're never alone. And this, like, I don't know, like I said, whatever situation is going on, there's a reason why it's being kept under wraps. And now, excuse me for using, referring to Beyonce and all that. Like, I'm not doing this to shade Jay Z. Shit. And this is not like to offend anybody, but I've seen men cheat a lot worse and do some very humiliating things to women. And I've seen women humiliate the fuck out of their man, to where it's like, how do you come back from that? And so I've seen all kinds, and I've lived all kinds of things. And when you're coping with the truth, right? There's nothing worse than people magnifying all of that shit in your face. Like the embarrassment, the humiliation, and sometimes both parties ain't even perfect. Both parties have their flaws. And it's just because other people get to see from the outside looking in and judging. Just remember, we all, the way karma plays out, baby, when we make fun of people and stuff like that, we don't know their circumstances, thinking that we're better than them and shit. And then one day, God heard that. And sometimes God reminds us that we are not perfect. He will put us to the test on all those roles, being the side chick, being the side dude, being the main woman, whatever it is. We have all been into play on temptation. All of us. Be accountable for the things that you bring to the world. Me, you, and everyone around. Accountability is so important. And just because you have it, that doesn't mean, it does not excuse to keep on repeating it. There's no point of being accountable if you're going to keep on doing the same shit. Then be accountable for your disease. Be accountable for the fact that you know you got some real issues. Say that. And we got to be accountable when someone flat out tells us that they don't want to have shit to do with us because they got real issues, and we still try to press that shit like if we totally dismiss their wishes, whether it's me, you, or someone around us. We have to be accountable for what, because one day we will be. All of us, me, you, the fucking Easter Bunny. Even the fucking Easter Bunny. Word is the Easter Bunny done killed hella people today, and people are still out here celebrating that motherfucker. Stay with me. When two people are speaking in the truth, can you really handle that? I once heard, like, I lied to you because I love you. I don't tell you the truth because I can hurt you. I never understood that shit until I got older. And then I've seen things like on TikTok where men say things like, oh, we tell the truth to the side chicks and we lie to our main female. And or even with men, women. I've seen it play out on all parts. And it's just like, when are we going to do better? Right? Is there anybody that thinks like us? Right? And remember before, like, I've heard people feel some kind of way when someone has cheated on them, but they never forgot the numerous times they cheated on their significant other. So let me get this straight. Only he's wrong, only she's wrong, but you could go out and cheat and do all this and you want to feel some kind of way because they're doing the same thing. And also, like, fuck it. You finally get some balls and start cheating back, because if you are not going to leave each other, you might as well everyone play a game. And then it just ruins the whole concept of love. That is not love. But, all to their own, because, these Playboy pimps and shit that really do exist years later. Have you guys ever watched Underground Belly? He has sometimes done interviews with pimps and prostitutes and stuff. There was a very famous prostitute, or is it? Yeah, I think it's Underbelly Underground. I believe so. There was a very there was a prostitute, and she was pimped by a very famous pimp or something like that. And he asked her, he was like, if you could go back, would you change? What do you regret on not doing? And she has said that she had mentioned that she passed up being an actress, all kinds of important roles in her life, just to be pimped. A system that made them believe that it worked for them. And this generation of grooming is crazy to me, yo. Going beyond the cards and shit. I'm talking about like real issues in life. I can't tell you that I'm fully yogied out on this kind of situations, because I'm still like, dude, this shit is wild to me. And we stay mad. We can be mad at somebody for what they've done. You know what I'm saying? Real shit happens every day, G. Every day, real shit happens. What defines us is how we overcome these situations. And sometimes justice is with us and sometimes it's not, man. I don't ever lose faith that there could be good people out there, because they exist. And sometimes a person's a monster before they become their best version of themselves. And just know that, like, the thing about accountability is also learning how to unlearn certain things in life. It's not just being accountable for what you did, it's unlearning that shit. It's because you can hear someone say, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and still see them do the same shit over and over again. Change behavior. Whether it's you, someone, or all around us, then situations with Beyonce are real, like I said, and the JC, and that's soft to me. That's soft. I've seen some real, like, that ain't no Beyonce type of people. People will do some serious shit behind theirs. To you, it just might be another woman, but to another person, that was his everything. Vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Some people they don't care about who's a pimp or what. They know that their feelings were valid. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I speak in the truth, people get really uncomfortable. I'm gonna leave it at that.